So today we're going to be talking about who has the better handles between Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving, and I think it's going to be a crazy topic because we all know both of these dudes have insane handles. So let's start off with my man Chris Paul. Now, all of you know Chris Paul is a 9-time NBA All-Star, four-time All-NBA First Team, and it was Rookie of the Year and all of these great things. But today we're going to be talking about his handles. Now, most of us basketball fans know that Chris Paul is probably known as the best point guard in the NBA when it comes to managing a team as a floor general. Everyone knows that Chris Paul really knows how to manage a team. Now, yeah, sure, he has some of his personality clashes that he has with different players on the floor, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that the way he runs the team. But let's talk about his ball handling skills. First of all, when Chris Paul dribbles the ball, it looks like he has that thing like he has it stuck to his hand like a piece of web or something, because the way he handles the ball, the way he breaks down defenders, he has so many moves. First of all, he has a really killer crossover. He has a great step back jump shot that he can do. He can just stop on a dime. He can be going in one direction, stop, switch the ball between his legs and shoot. Another thing is Chris Paul also has a really good in and out game. The way he ins and outs with the way he dribbles the ball is really something that makes him really unique as a ball handler. He always seems to be in control, even as he's changing speed and changing direction, and he goes back and forth up the court, and the way he sort of wiggles through defenses and gets to specific spots. He's a very elusive ball handler because you don't really necessarily know when he's getting ready to shoot, which is a lot different than my man Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie, on the other hand, you know that when he's breaking down a defender, you know he's usually going to go into an offensive move. That's one of the key differences between the two of them. Now, Kyrie is one of the best finishers under the rim just because of how he gets there. He's really elusive of getting to the paint, but he can just straight up cross dudes over. And the thing about Kyrie Irving that makes it crazy is because a lot of his crossovers look effortless. You've seen him drop dudes on the court, and it looked like he's just going through a basic behind the back move, and all of a sudden somebody will fall down. Another thing about Kyrie Irving's handles is that he can go from fast to slow in a second. He can be dribbling on you and dancing on you really, really quick, and then he'll just hit you with one move as a stop, and then boom, he'll be scoring on you, or he'll just blow right past you because he's really good at hesitating. He has a lot of great hesitation moves. Now, Kyrie Irving's offense with his ball handling usually leads into a jump shot. He's good at getting at different points in the spots on the floor where he shoots, but he's really effective around the key. But he can also kill you from the three-point line because of his versatility with his ball handling. Whenever he has the ball in the open court, you know that the defender and the defenses are always in jeopardy because you know that he can get to any spot on the floor that he wants to because of his ball handling. Whereas on the other hand, if you look at Chris Paul is never necessarily looking to score, although that was something that he tried to do more frequently playing with James Harden. But Chris Paul is usually, whenever he does his crossover moves and he's getting into his ball handling and his bag of tricks, he's usually looking to facilitate. So when he shoots, when he does look to score, it catches a lot of teams off guard because he's not necessarily always looking to do that. Whereas Kyrie is a score first point guard. So everyone knows, defenses already know that Kyrie's looking to get at them on offense, whereas Chris Paul, the majority of the time, let's say 70% of the time, he's looking to distribute. Now, if I had to choose between these two players who has the better handles, it's going to be really hard, but I'm going to have to go with Kyrie. Now, why am I going with Kyrie? Because Kyrie Irving, a lot of his ball handling leads to offense. Whereas Chris Paul, a lot of his ball handling leads to, facilitating the ball, which is then predicated on another offensive player actually making the shot. So he can go through a lot of his dribble moves, break down a defender or break down the defense to kick it off to an open shooter, and that dude may miss the shot, which makes that entire, let's say, action sort of like a waste of time and not be really worthwhile. Whereas Kyrie Irving, usually when he's looking to score, when he's breaking dudes down, he's usually looking to score. He's not going to have as many high assists as Chris Paul, but as far as being effective, both players are effective. It's just that both of them have two different primary goals. Chris Paul is always looking to facilitating offense and get the ball into an open shooter, whereas Kyrie's always most of the time looking to score. But these dudes are both great offensive players. But in my opinion, I think that Kyrie Irving, if I had to choose between the two of them, I would put Kyrie just a notch above Chris Paul. Now, I'm not saying that Kyrie is a better basketball player than he is, because when Chris Paul was in his prime, he was a beast of a player. And at one point, that's why the Lakers tried to trade for him, and the NBA had to block that trade to send Chris Paul to the Los Angeles Lakers, because, if they paired him with, the team that they had in LA, it would have been unfair to the league. So Chris Paul is definitely a beast, but in my opinion, in this head-to-head between who is the two better ball handlers, I'm going to give the edge to Kyrie Irving. Now, if you have any opinions on this video, if you think I'm wrong, if you think Chris Paul was the better ball handler, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And again, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. This is Charles here from Dreamers Pro. Peace.